about you, baby.
Come to Homework Club. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays in room 245 from 2:45 to 4 p.m. There are tutors there so you can get help.
Seniors, parents, and guardians, a deadline for senior tributes is right around the corner.
January 18th. The deadline is firm.
Senior tributes are a way for your parents to buy you an ad in the yearbook and say something very nice about their favorite child.
I collected.
Hey Jacob, you want to do some drugs?
No.
Do you want to drink some alcohol?
Not really.
You want to have a fun night out doing activities with our senior friends?
Yeah!
Me too.
This one came out better.
On Friday the 11th, 2019, we have Friday sports. We have the C team, JV, and varsity boys basketball, and the boys swim. And the JV and varsity girls basketball teams.
We will have coffee and canvas painting workshop on Saturday, January 19th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for only $30. It is open to people high school age and older. Our Valentine's printmaking workshop, coffee, cocoa, and cards will be on Saturday, February 2nd from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. Both workshops will be held in room T113 in the Fine Arts Building. Registration is limited, so don't delay.
It's like so embedded in like these like oncoming classes and stuff.
It's seen as something that's really cool.
Like if it's an option to have, they're just gonna do it.
I don't know, I feel like each generation there's something that teens will do.
Like in my dad's generation, they used to just like smoke cigarettes at school, and so since that's been replaced, like it kind of followed along.
It used to be that if you wanted to smoke tobacco products, you had to get over the terrible flavor, and now with vapes being a thing, it tastes like pie.
And also, you know, people think it's safer. People think that there's no bad things that can happen to you because of it.
But I think mostly it's the misconception that it's healthier than smoking, and it's kind of this alternative.
So first and foremost, I want to make sure people understand what they're participating in, not just for their own health, but as also contributing to a corporate structure that has a very intense motivation to get you addicted to a product.
Well, I decided to take it like a hit, and I did that a few times. And I gotta say, it was such a head rush and such an addictive thing that I probably kept doing it for at least a month and a half afterwards.
What you see accessibility-wise, as far as where you can purchase it, how readily available it is.
It's really easy to acquire, and it's a lot easier to hide than smoking.
It's simple and easy, and a lot of people do it, and it's easily accessible. Specifically, Juuls have like just nicotine and like vape juice.
I think a vape like isn't as bad for you because it doesn't have like tar and stuff. I watched this one YouTube video where like they did a lung after like cigarettes for a month, and it was just like the lung was like brown and syrupy, and with a vape there was just extra moisture in the lung, which like you can get from breathing in humid air.
There's no smoking part of it. There's no like actual like smoke going into your lungs.
Pretty sure it's a mix between flavorings and vegetable oil.
A more concentrated nicotine, basically.
A vape pen uses a liquid form of the nicotine, while a cigarette uses the tobacco leaf itself, which has nicotine in it.
I know there's chemicals. I don't really know what else is in it.
There's a bunch of chemicals that are really bad for you. I know antifreeze is found in most of them.
It's not water vapor at all. It's an aerosol, and the aerosol contains chemicals, whether it's no-nic or it's nic, lead, and things that are being leaked from the actual vape devices. And so you're inhaling that into your mouth and your lungs.
I'm sure school administrators don't like it, but like, I don't know, it's whatever. I don't really think that high schoolers doing it at school puts anybody in danger for anything.
While we can't really regulate what you do on your own private time, while at school we do have the say on what can happen on our campus as far as what's allowable and what isn't.
It seems like a lot of people, even if they do know the effects of it, they don't care.
It's just a thing that they do. Like, it's bad that they're doing it, but it's like, it's not completely terrible.
Nicotine can cause permanent memory damage to your brain while it's developing.
Like, I feel like they might listen to it and be like, oh, they're just exaggerating it because they're old people and annoying. But
I think making vaping not cool is what we need to do.
I don't care if you vape. I don't care as long as it's not hurting anybody, but don't bring that to school, dude. Like, people are trying to go to the bathroom and you're sitting there with like 4 other people just like vaping. Like,
I mean, I hope it doesn't come to locking down the bathrooms, and I don't really know. I don't know what's going to stop students from doing it at school.
I think we're going to see a lot more regulations around vaping in the coming years as people are seeing this spike, particularly in teen use.
I really don't think you're going to stop kids from making the decision, but having a greater presence, certainly making them aware that unknown long-term effects as far as what the side effects could be, trying to educate them in that aspect.
And now with the vape, what's fascinating about the vape is it's really effective at manipulating us into thinking that it's safe.
Other students see students using vape pens in school, and they need to be the ones to step up and say something. They have a right to their education and their learning environment.
You need to realize that you do impact your peers, your teachers, the administration, and anybody else who is here. And if we can remind people that and educate them about those potential impacts, I think we could reduce some of the use of it.
The Pulsera Project is a fair trade nonprofit organization that works with artisans in Nicaragua and Guatemala and provides a market for their handmade bracelets, or pulseras, in schools across the US. Each pulsera costs only $5 and comes tagged with the photo and the signature of the artist who made it. Money raised from your school's pulsera sale will sustain employment for nearly 200 artisans and will also fund housing, healthcare, scholarships, social enterprises, and other empowerment programs that benefit the artists and communities throughout Central America. Thank you so much for your support, and have an amazing time coloring the world with the Pulsera Project in your school.